do you have her phone number? If you can text her, like asking her what she wants us to do,
Yeah.
that would be great because I text her and then I like she's like Christina said is gonna be giving the message to her through the Hangout. So I think she can actually access to that anyways.
Yeah. Hey, your computer's working again, Evelyn?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was it looks like the internet went out for a while. So I called you while I was working on the internet and my husband connected back the internet. I don't know what's happened. Sometimes that happen even though we have the fastest and the Comcast better services for the internet, but so we're gonna stop paying for the better connection because we don't have it anyways. We're gonna pay for the normal connection because it's ridiculous every time or every once in a while you get disconnected anyways.
Right.
Oh.
I'm glad it's working now.
Yeah. All right. So
Still opening up the quiz.
this that's the other one. I got confused with the other one.
Well, I like to keep the videos like very, I don't know, maybe I'm not doing a good job at it, but I need to do better. But we try to keep them very thorough so that way if any of us or Megan needs to look back at any of these, there's access to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, with this one, it looks like we've got
the same type of
some data we've got to open.
Yeah. So let's see.
Okay.
It's a male and female again. So let's see. Male.
Oh, you can't copy it.
No, 250.
That would be too nice.
600. So did they say that X1, I mean, P1 will be female and P2 will be male?
We're actually doing a different.
Yeah, we're doing the chi-squared.
Oh, wait, I got too far.
The one that has the purple box.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll read it because I like these kinds of questions. A public opinion poll surveyed a simple random sample of 1,000 voters. Respondents were classified by gender, male or female, and by voting preference, Republican and Democrat or Independent. The results are presented here. And then when we copy the data, we make sure we don't get the total column or the total row. We just get the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, in this set of questions, we will explore the research question, do men's voting preference differ slightly from women's voting preference? Use a level of significance of alpha equals 0.05. So which hypothesis for addressing a research question? So for chi-squared type of experiment is really easy because it's either independent or they're not independent.
Right. So the last one.
The last one. So it's like the ANOVA test, but for a bunch of different categories.
Yes. The equation for computing degrees of freedom.
Oh, I don't
Row 1 minus 1 times column 1 minus 1, or column minus 1.
They're both minus 1?
Yes.
So the last one?
Last one, yeah. Yeah, I said that wrong. It's rows minus 1. Columns minus 1.
I think I missed the question 3. Let's say hypothesis, question 3, gender votings. Oh, because while you were reading, you were answering. That's why.
Right.
So that you were reading.
One.
You were reading and we were going to answer. So that's why I missed it. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
There you go. Okay. So the degrees of freedom will be 2, 3, 3 times.
What is the correct choice of degrees of freedom?
2.
That's 2 on the Excel sheet.
Yeah, up in the upper right. That's where we're going to get our test statistics, degrees of freedom, and p-values. Okay, independence met. Yes, all the
Do you guys know if it's chi squared or
chi-squared?
Is that what that big X is? Is it the
Yes.
letter chi in
Yes.
Greek or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, this on the next question's X, or not an X, it's a chi.
Didn't get.
Okay, did you see how to get the degrees of freedom, Evelyn?
Yeah, it was a multiplying all the numbers of column by the numbers of rows, and then so then you have to divide it by. So it will be the total plus the total divided by 2. Is that what it is?
Wait,
Oh.
so what question are you on?
No. And he was asking me if I figured out the formula to calculate the degrees of freedom, but you can actually see the Excel sheet and then it will tell you.
Right. But yeah, so for,
right
for question 4,
yeah,
it's the number of rows minus 1 times the number of columns minus 1.
I think Juan was asking me if I knew how to calculate it by like just.
Oh, I was just asking if you got a 2 for number 5.
Yeah, 2 for number 5. Thank you, Juan.
Okay.
Yeah.
For question 6, I'm not finding the right answer.
Yeah, there's a formula on the textbook.
Well, the requirement is that all expected counts are greater than or equal to 5. In my opinion, none of these say that. I guess the first one's the closest because so the expected counts are all over 5.
There was a formula to calculate that, or it was just with Excel sheet?
The formula is...
No, it's not with this Excel sheet. It's with that other one that they PSPS or something.
No, the Excel sheet does do it. So real quickly, the expected cell counts, there is a formula. It's the row total times the column total, all divided by the table total. And you do that for every single one. But the quicker way is on the Excel spreadsheet, if you look below the input area and you look at all the rows and columns, the first number is going to be the count, and the second number is the expected count.
Oh.
So you have to look at each one of those and make sure each one is over 5 in order to make sure that you have met the requirements.
270, 60,
Right.
180, and 40.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all over 5.
They are, but none of these answers say
that they are all over 5. Then none of them.
Yeah, it says, yes, there are at least 5 expected counts in each cell. Well, no, there aren't. No, there are too many columns in the table. That's not... Yes, all the expected cell counts are greater than 30.
Well,
I guess that is true, but that's not
true. It's greater than 30 and it's greater than 5. So
right. I mean, I guess that's the closest to being true. It sure is kind of a red herring throwing you off the course.
They're all 5.
Let's go with number 1 though, because that's almost like what the book tells us.
That's weird because it's asking you something and the answers are like relating like just something nothing to do with that, and then you say what?
Okay. Okay, there's two requirements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Simple random sample from a single population, and each expected count must be greater than or equal to 5.
Each expected count must be greater than or equal to 5. And that's not what these say. The first one says there are 5 expected counts in each cell.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. So the only one that's even close is the third one. Yes, all of the expected cell counts are greater than 30.
But
It's just lame because it uses 30 instead of 5.
Just to throw you off and try to
I
think
guess.
of the limit one.
But so I'm going to choose number 3 because I feel like that is a true statement.
okay. That's the only true statement, actually. But
Right.
are there requirements of conduct?
Oh, I see, Christina. The question, I see. It says, okay, never mind. It says independence is met by this data set. No, never mind.
Yeah. G-score.
What is the chi-squares?
Test statistic 16. Wow. 16.204.
I can't click on it.
And the p-value is, how many zeros is that? 3 zeros. Round to 3 decimals, and it's 0.
No.
If it's low, reject the null.
In which case, there's sufficient evidence that they are not independent. Okay, the first one.
Yeah, the last one, but no. Yeah, because it suggests that the gender and bottoms of preference are independent.
Yeah, that's a
Sufficient evidence.
mind twister. There is sufficient evidence
Mm-hmm.
that they are not independent.
Oh, because the other ones say that they are independent, and one say that they are not independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we reject, we say sufficient. And then the alternative hypothesis was that they are not independent. So,
They're not independent? I'm just kidding.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, they were just.
A mind twister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it looks like, so we open up this Excel spreadsheet. I think we might be able to copy and paste here.
This is the same one that we have in the lesson, right?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure because I thought they might. If it's the same, are they asking us the same question? We can copy paste the same things.
Oh, well, I don't have that handy. It's probably easier for me to put it in. But okay, so we open up the Excel spreadsheet, but it's not outlined the same way.
Yeah, so you have to do Europe, Australia, and then the US. I don't think that's what you're asking, but
No, I mean, I think I'm just
That's
going to
my
plug them in because I can't copy and paste the way this is set up in the Excel spreadsheet. Hopefully the numbers are the same.
the US of A.
Okay.
Okay, expected counts. It looks like they're all good.
How'd you do that so fast?
With the magic.
I guess. Gosh.
Magic
The
mouse.
degrees of freedoms is the same.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, are the conditions satisfied? Yes.
Mm-hmm. then false. I'm just kidding. Will confuse anyone that is watching our video.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to say that to make it clear, and then I just watching the video.
Okay.
8, right? The degrees of freedom are 8, right?
Right.
Okay, I was just making sure. And the value is 49.743. No.
490.
Okay, so just to recap, it does satisfy the test for independence because they're all greater than 5
Mm-hmm.
and they're all simple random samples. The degrees of freedom were 8 because it said so in the spreadsheet on the corner. The value of chi-squared was 7.436.
Yep. 7.36.
436. 7.436.
Oh.
For number 12. For chi-squared.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just reading the other part. Just
yeah, the p-value 0.490.
Okay. That's a high p-value.
So we fail to reject the null hypothesis because there is insufficient evidence and insufficient evidence that they are not independent.
But they are dependent.
They're not dependent. We can't say that.
Okay, so the null hypothesis was that they are.
That they are independent, yes. So
That's so funky. Why don't they just say dependent or independent? Why is it not independent?
They had a section in the book on that, and because while we can tell that they're not independent, we can't necessarily say that they are dependent on each other.
Oh.
It could be some other factor that we don't know. So we can truly say that's a true statement is they're not independent.
Oh, okay.
But in this case, there's insufficient evidence to show that they're not independent. Meaning they are independent. Wait, but they are what? See, that's where it gets to. So insufficient evidence because we failed to reject the null. Not independent of the vocation. So I think it's the second one. Is that right?
That's what I put, but I wasn't sure because it says that, yeah.
All right. Good luck
because
on
the other one say almost the same, but
yeah, that's the only one that says insufficient evidence. I mean
the other one say is not enough.
Don't submit
talks
yet.
about craziness. So
yeah, people in the United States.
Okay. Don't submit.
Don't submit?
No submit.
Okay, why?
Because I missed one. Question 6. It is not the greater than 30 expected cell count. Though it's a true statement, I think they're asking for the first one.
Well, don't do anything. Here we go, guys. If they're going to be crazy like this, I'm going to select the first one and I'm going to submit. Because there's no point in us, I can't stand it when they do this sort of thing and then give us new information that we're supposed to figure out. So I'm submitting with the first one.
Okay.
I mean, I still got a 93, which is okay. Like I'm
yep, one. You were right. It's the first one.
Dang. That's a tricky way to say something that the book teaches.
Yeah, I mean, Knowing me, I will probably be sending an email to our instructor
Yeah.
just saying, I don't think you need to explain to me how this is an accurate statement.
Yeah, and then this is the other thing. He make a review from all of the questions from the exam. How that anything that I don't think that's actually very helpful because you don't remember that much what was going on. I think it is better if he send you what are the questions that you miss and which
Now,
one. That's
yeah.
it.
I've had another professor that will do that. He
It's
actually emailed me the questions I missed.
any other university will show you, hey, you missed this one. This is what happened. So you know for the final or whatever.
So did you send him an email asking for which ones
I will, but
yeah. Go ahead and do that because yeah, he should do that.
Yeah, because I'm
was
still
like,
clueless.
I don't understand why they don't explain.
Right.
All right. Okay, thank you guys.
Juan, do you want to go over this real quick or do you'll just go over it yourself and put them all in or do you want me to read them to you, the answers?
I'm okay. I gotta work on other stuff, but it's a 93%. I'm okay.
Okay. Got it. Okay, thanks so much, guys.
Thank you, and then thank you for all your patience, guys.
Oh no, Evelyn, you're always on top of things. Your version of being out of it is being right on top of it. So
well, thank you, but that's really nice of you. Okay, well, I'll see you next week then, and I will just start my PowerPoint. I'll show you that too.
okay, great. We'll gather the information.
Thank you.
Well,
Bye.
thanks, guys. Bye.